What is up, everyone? Welcome to the stream, guys. Hey, 2 streams in a month. Who would have thought, huh? Gosh, guys. So let's freaking oh gosh, we got a lot to talk about. Besides just like SWTOR stuff, I mean, like, I think this week has been absolutely nuts for gaming in general, and especially if you're a fan of a I don't know, a particular first-person shooter franchise that's been going on since I don't know, 2014. I feel like you might be having a bad day, or at least the past few days, huh? Especially when especially when you have the proponents of another first-person shooter being absolute dicks, right? It hasn't been a good few days for people who are fans of certain first-person shooter franchises. To everyone here in the live stream today, we got stuff to do. So first of all, oh boy, I have no idea what happened there. That was weird. But so the plan, again, as I was saying, the plan for today's stream is to finally complete 7.8. That's the main goal. Because we have to get it done before 7.9 comes out. I can't remember. They didn't give a date. They said the end of May was most likely when it's going to be. So got to get caught up on that. Absolutely important that we get caught up on that. And I'm sorry for OBS being stupid, because yeah, that's dumb. Hold on, now I have to check and make sure I'm not losing my freaking mind here. Okay. Is the live stream still going on YouTube? Yes, it is. Okay, good. All right, awesome. There it is. Sweet. All right. Baller. All right. So like I said, the goal is to get to 7.8. If there is any new lore that I need to, oops, sorry, man. If there's any new lore that will be that are shown in this 7.8 update that I can track down, we will be doing a live lore breakdown from the archivist protector himself, Darth Aros. And then we'll talk about the other thing, because I have a lot of thoughts about it. But this is a Star Wars first stream. This is a SWTOR first stream thing, and then we will cover the other stuff next. So everyone, pile on in. All you lurkers, happy to have you around. All you just people who show up and watch, I love every single one of you guys. But let's get the show started. And we're actually going to have SWTOR music and audio today, so. Woo! So excited. Oops. Just muted the whole thing. All right. Hey, K-Bit. Oh, what the heck? Oh, I just got done setting up the sound alerts, and they went away. Okay, so hold on, wait. There's that. Hold on. Where did my sound alert box go? Hold on. See, now I gotta fix it. Hold on. So I finally got the call from Darth Vader. Okay, so I know, like, it was like hey, thank you very much for the super chat. Joyous Romer, thank you very much for the super chat. You're awesome, dude. What do you most want to see with 8.0? Okay. The most I want to see, now what is the most I want to see with 8.0? I think that with 8.0 specifically, I want to see I'm happy that we're getting Ryloth. I want to see complicated raid mechanics, because one of the first things that got me into like MMOs in general was the straight up raid mechanics. And then I remember my very first raid ever actually wasn't in a Star Wars game. It was in Destiny, and Destiny had some really great raid mechanics for Vault of Glass. It was so good. And I remember the feeling I got from being like under pressure and having to solve stuff on the go. And I want that for SWTOR. And that's what I really want. And let me see. What is I was just thinking about this. Like the other thing that Star Wars: The Old Republic, that Broadsword is doing really good right now with Star Wars: The Old Republic. Gosh. Oh, lore. Just all of the lore. They're doing so good with like going into what am I thinking? They're going into parts of the lore that have not been touched, and they're in a very specific situation because they have what is it? They're not considered canon anymore. Like, at least from Disney's standpoint, but you know, screw Disney. So they're allowed to go and mess with things. That's why I'm like super happy that they're going to like Karshion. That is absolute poggers. I think that's freaking amazing. So I want more of that. More of that. Where the heck is my... yes, here. Click here for details. Here it is. Alright, hold on. At source. There we go. All right. Sound alerts are active. Let's let me see. Hey, cuppa, cuppa, hey, cuppa, cuppa, hey. There we go. They're here. So anyone who wants to use sound alerts on the purple platform absolutely can. I've been looking for if you guys have any suggestions of cool stuff cool stuff you want to see from like YouTube chat, but like I know YouTube doesn't really have a lot of integration and stuff like that. I love anyone who does like super chats and stuff like that because it gives me something to react to. You guys are freaking awesome. But so like let's keep it a going. All right, let's go ahead and see what we got. Let's go ahead and see what we got. Masters Enigma. Let's do it, guys. So, like, going to Karshion is actually like one of those things where it's like it only. So, for those of you who don't know, Karshion only appears in like one comic. It only, like, I think it's mentioned in a couple other places, but we've only ever actually seen Karshion in one comic from the Tales of the Jedi comic series. Really good series of comics. Okay. Sahar and what's his face? What's his name? They survived. Okay, good. Figured they would. Figured they would. He put a shot collar on his own sister? God dang.
Rakan, why didn't you just let me go? What's going to happen to me?
I tell you what, they're doing really good with with the facial animations and stuff. That's actually really great.
Rakan?
You betrayed Hedda. Your fate is her decision. You brought it on yourself.
Oh, but you feel bad, big bro.
You
For little bro.
handed over the holocron like it was nothing. Like everything I've done was nothing. It was stupid, Sahar.
Indeed, we are
Understand why
SWTOR,
you did it.
dude. Absolutely, we are
Why
SWTOR.
did you do it?
To save you? All your strength, all your loyalty, Hedda will throw it away. She'll throw you away. I know that you're angry with me, but I promise, no matter what happens, I will never leave you behind again.
Aww.
Could you say the same about Hedda?
Rakan's just an emotionally hurt boy.
We need you in the briefing room. It's urgent.
Understood. I'm on my way.
It's all like I love seeing my character in cinematics. It's so freaking awesome.
Rivix, whatever it is you want, now is not the time. I have urgent matters to attend to.
I don't doubt that. But there's something you should know immediately.
I'm
Okay.
accompanying an envoy that's just landed on Odessen. An envoy that includes most of the Dark Council.
I've heard
Oh.
nothing about a visit from them.
Jesus
Yes, well,
Christ.
They're hoping
Hey, how you doing, man?
surprise, to leave you no time to refute the accusations they would like to level against you.
Dark Council beating down my
Word
door
of
makes me
Malgus'
mad.
escape has resulted in some unexpected consequences. Dissidents of all kinds see this as a symbol of the Empire's weakness. Violent unrest is rampant.
There are some who would cast aspersions on you for allowing this to happen. It was your associate who freed Malgus from Imperial custody.
I am not responsible for the actions of freaking Mandalore, okay?
Demands an explanation.
Of course. Jesus Christ.
Between you and me, I believe the seeds of her distrust were planted by someone else.
The tension between
I dig the glasses, you wear them well. Styling and profiling, thank you very much, man.
If either of them are attempting to draw attention from their dispute, or something they may be planning. Krovos, especially, would have cause to bring such an inconvenience to your doorstep. It's no secret that you've had misgivings about the Empire's scrutiny of your actions.
Yeah, Empire's been up my butthole.
But I want you to know that I am utterly unconvinced of the other's suspicion. And I certainly do not agree with their method of confronting you.
Can you stall the others?
I still don't trust Darth Pretty
I
Boy.
will do my best.
And yes, I call him Darth Pretty Boy. No one can deny that he's
Was I
not
meant
Darth
to
Pretty Boy.
expect a visit from the Dark Council? They're here.
Of course. We'll make this quick so we can deal with whatever they'd like to fuss about today.
As expected, we received another communication from Jadis.
Of
A direct
course.
transmission to Odessen. Encrypted, of course, but T7 has graciously solved that problem for us.
Thank
Not
you,
much in the
T7.
message, just a set of coordinates. And after Jadis's not-so-subtle invitation, I think we can guess what he wants you to do.
I don't like this. We don't know where these coordinates lead. It could be to Jadis, it could be to anything. What if
Yeah, he
it
could
takes
send us
us
into
to
a
the
black
Dark
hole.
Council, since they've graced us with their presence?
That'll just complicate things.
The situation is already complicated.
Yeah.
With their support, we can find Jadis quickly and eliminate any chance of him expanding his reach.
Oh, God. Okay. Theron's a spy. I trust his expertise. Lana is good. Lana is good, too. Jesus Christ. I don't know. I don't... Okay. In all honesty, I don't trust the Dark Council. I never have. I've never trusted the Dark Council, especially with someone like Krovos and Asina. And here's the thing, I like Asina. I don't know what the heck Asena's gonna plan and think about us, thinking about us meeting with Jadis and not tying her in. But I have no obligation to tie them into anything that was involving me. I have no obligation, but like, because the only thing the Empire has is where the Empire won't break down your door. I don't care. Bring it. Break down my door. I dare you. But someone like Jadis, if he's been working behind the scenes, because remember, Jadis has been gone for a long time, and the Empire is probably showing up because, first of all, if Asena and the Dark Council is showing up, it's because they're being pressured by all these dissidents rising up because, hey, Jadis is back and Jadis is back. Malgus escaped and ran off at Mandalore. Yeah, people think the Empire's weak. Destabilize the Empire is a danger to everyone. They can help with Jadis, but I can still play my cards close to the vest. Let's at least tell them and see what they do. It's a risk, but let's bring in the Dark Council.
I agree. I don't want us walking right into a trap. This is too risky to handle alone. I'll talk to Empress Asena about getting some support.
A wise decision.
Let's hope it doesn't get back to Jadis. The more people we bring in, the bigger the chance of that happening.
Yeah, it is a problem, but it's a risk we're gonna have to take, man. Yeah, and let's leave the holocron. Let's not put the holocron. Oh, dude, thank you very much for another super chat, dude. Jadis is is only from the agent story, right? Yes, she is. Yes, he is. Jadis was the big bad from the agent storyline. Yeah. By the way, dude, and like the fact you're showing up and supporting with super chats, dude, means the world to me. Thank you very much. You're freaking awesome.
This is not what I was expecting.
Okay. Jesus Christ. All right. God. Oh, Asena herself is okay.
I do hope you weren't running off anywhere important.
Listen, ho, now is not the time. I'm not apologizing.
After all I've done, I don't deserve to be ambushed like this.
Exactly.
I don't take pleasure in this, but desperate times and all that. Malgus's escape is unacceptable. He and his accomplice have only added to the continued strain on the Empire's resources. You assured us that you would speak to Mandalore about our concerns over her war. We trusted you had the situation in hand.
Oh, and I trusted
alone. This has nothing to do with us.
Listen.
That is irrelevant. The fact remains that Heta Ko continues her war because of Shae Vizsla's incompetence.
And we know that Malgus seeks the destruction of the Sith. We must eliminate him, and anyone who aids him.
You have been operating without proper oversight for far too long.
Whoa. Okay, you are not... Okay, so, first of all, she's getting mad at me about Malgus. Malgus is her responsibility, not mine. Like, dead ass. Like, Malgus was under their watch. They want to blame... Like, and they can't blame me for Shae Vizsla. I'm not in charge of the freaking Mandalorians. Just because Shae is my friend doesn't mean I have complete control over what she chooses to do. She went rogue, and now you're busting down my door just because we're friends. You think it's like she's busting in here and wanting to take over because she thinks that she thinks that I had something to do with it. And oh, no. Oh, I want to tell them about Jadis, but also I don't want to kneel to this hoe. She's freaking... Do you see this? She's mogging me. She's like trying to stare me down, and I'm mad. I don't want to give her nothing now. I don't want to give her anything now.
We may have a lead. I've been contacted by Darth Jadis. He claims to know how Malgus can be stopped. I would appreciate your support in tracking him down.
Jadis. If you have been communicating with the man who nearly destroyed the very foundation of the Empire, it is not something to be mentioned so casually.
Oh, part of me wants to pop off.
May I suggest we continue this conversation elsewhere? Somewhere private?
Yes, I think we should.
Bro, what's with Chungus Trooper back there? Holy crap!
This would not be the first time Malgus has tried to topple the Empire.
We know, I know, I was there for the first time.
Attempt, we must be ready to cut him off from any potential resources. Knowing what Darth Nul's holocron is capable of, and what Malgus wishes to achieve, we cannot risk it falling into his hands. It was foolish to allow you to ever keep it from us.
No matter, that is why we are here, after all. The holocron, if you would be so kind.
Absolutely not. No. I'm not, no. Absolutely not.
Taking the holocron. Now get out.
What do you think you're doing?
My lord, are you sure that's wise?
It is imperative, Major.
No, oh my god.
You've done something to it. Explain!
I have done no such thing. I have never known it to do anything like that.
You are the only one who's had access to it.
Okay.
What are you suggesting?
That you are hiding something. Is this some misguided effort to shield Mandalore? Or
I knew
perhaps
it! They're trying to blame me for Shay.
Lord Krovos, perhaps we should take a moment. Let cooler heads prevail, before someone says something they cannot take back.
Silence, everyone. We do not have time to linger here while we debate these accusations. But we also cannot allow you to roam free with this dangerous relic in hand. You are hereby confined to Odessen, effective immediately. While Null's holocron is in our possession, we will determine the extent of its damage. You will remain here until Malgus is caught. Or until we are satisfied that you have not tampered with Null's holocron in any way that would be detrimental to his capture.
This is ridiculous. You can't do that.
This is a matter of Imperial security.
I don't care, Asina.
I will not have my orders questioned.
You're making a very unfortunate mistake.
Not as unfortunate as the implication behind those words. Tread carefully.
Yeah, I don't care.
We will be leaving a security detachment in place after we depart. Do not attempt anything rash.
Listen, Krovos, I don't care. Y'all are in my house now.
You Sith love to put on a good show.
I knew there was suspicion, but I never expected anything like this.
If anyone thinks they can imprison me in my own base, they've got another think coming.
Good. Now is not the time to adhere to such ridiculous demands. If the Dark Council's concerns regarding Malgus are as serious as they claim, then the restrictions they've placed on you are in grievous error.
I don't disagree, but before we make things worse, we should think carefully about what we want to do next.
We must act. Quickly. Which you cannot do while you are locked up here.
A bold recommendation, Lord Rivix. Do you plan to take on some of the risk?
Of course. I wouldn't have suggested it otherwise.
These coordinates Jadis sent. It's not much, but knowing him, it's the best we're going to get. If you two are going to get out of here, you should look into them. I doubt this lead will be good for long.
How do we get past the Empire's lockdown?
I'll help keep people busy, and you'll be back before anyone realizes something's up. And there's some, well, let's just say I know ways to move around the base without anyone knowing. Lon and I will walk you through it.
What of Null's holocron? Do you think it wise to leave it in the Dark Council's possession?
I know what you mean, but there's something wrong with it. I don't think it would be a good idea to take it off Odessum.
If something unfavorable has happened to the holocron, better you should have it, don't you think?
You're asking for trouble, Rivik.
Perhaps you're right.
You'll need backup, you know, to go and potentially meet Jadis. Just say the word and I'm there. Don't much like the idea of you two going alone.
Your presence here would be much more valuable, Major. Leverage your influence with Lord Krovos to keep her distracted.
Come on, what good will that really do? Not much when you compare it to me being there, with you, protecting you.
And when Krovos realizes that we are missing and starts asking questions, who will be there to appease her? We shouldn't waste any more of our precious little time. I will analyze the security measures being put in place. With any luck, we'll find a straightforward path to your ship.
Don't think I'm about to question your choices or anything, but do you think this is a good idea? You're probably the most capable person I've ever met, and if you can't smell that something's off about this situation, then it's worse than I feared. If you... Blast it, I'm no good at this. If anything happens to you...
It won't.
I'll be very upset with you if you don't come back in one piece.
I'm sure there's nothing to worry about, Major. Just another mission in a very long line of them.
Suppose I can't argue with that.
Everyone's in position. Time to move.
Well, that's you. Stay safe out there, yeah?
I'm sending you the passcode sequence that Theron programmed to open a hidden passage. It should be in the console.
Theron, when did you do all of this?
You did give me a lot of freedom when we were building this place. And a good spy knows the importance of having a few secret passages.
There we go. How about that? Should be a lot better now. I think I had my game turned down because I know I was blowing the roof off the place. I was blowing the roof off. So, how about now? Because if it's not, like, I don't see, like, I have a readout in OBS. Rebecca! Welcome to the chat. I hope, it should be good now. Let me know if you guys still can't hear me. Because I have it turned up. I have it turned up all the way in OBS. There's no way you guys should not be able to hear me. Am I gonna have to open, oh, wait. I'll open up the stream on my phone. Faint, but you can hear somewhat. Okay, hold on, wait. Let me, oh God, that's way. Holy crap. It's like if I touch the game too much, it goes through the roof. Okay, wait. How about now? You guys should be able to hear me now. Right there. How's that? I need to get one of those, unironically, one of my goals, the next time I get a payout from like YouTube or Twitch or something like that, I do plan on getting a new mic. All right, there we go.
There's a utility
Let me know
hatch.
if you guys still can't
You'll
hear
need to
anything.
open
It should be
to
good
access
now.
the turbo lift shaft.
Actually, loudest.
Behind the bar, there's a ladder
How much
that will take you
loudest was
beneath
like
the
the
cantina.
best. It's like if I stay right here, I'm afraid I might be blowing people's ears out. Like unironically, like because it's like you have no idea. Like I've had like the biggest issue with getting this mic to sound like good and not blown out, especially in recording, because I had so many opportunities. Well, I said like so many problems. Hold on, wait, let me You have no idea. Like I've had like the biggest issue. Okay, there we go. I got it. There we go. All right. There we go. All right, let's go. Oh, wait, before I go, I'm gonna check my mail.
Dispenser aside, it will open the hatch that leads below.
I thought Talos Drellic said Amazon something. I was about to be like, wait, what?
I hope that didn't break anything.
I'll take care of it. Can't have the cantina closed when we're under occupation.
I've never been down here before.
I don't know when you would have had the occasion to. It's cold storage for the cantina. Drop down that cargo lift and wait. T7 is working on the next step.
Okay. No, like I was mad. Like Asina pulling up at my place and being like, you've been up. It's like you're pulling up at my place and you're acting like that. You're in my house. I was about to be all nice.
Hold your position. T7 is taking control of a loader droid to bring you a uniform.
Wait, what? This is unbelievably fun. Oh my god. Can I run him over?
Reminder, Imperial security forces are now in place. Failure to adhere to lockdown protocols will result in immediate detainment. For the Empire.
I knew I should have sided with the Republic. Jesus Christ, dude. But like I'm not gonna lie, starting out with a story like this, actually pretty good. Hey, Dr. Ugarub. How you doing, Doc? They give me a horn and a honk. Speed boost. Whee!
I never thought I'd have to resort to sneaking around my own base. Like I have something to hide.
Hey, come on, it's not so bad. At least you've got company.
They see me rolling. They hating, patrolling. And I get copyright struck. I get lost so easily in this stuff. Oh my god. Counter Drake, hey, how you doing, buddy? Welcome. Count Drake, not Counter Drake. Count Drake.
Once you've got your uniform on, stay calm and try to act casual.
We don't want you to draw too much attention to yourself.
Bro, that body type 4 in that Imperial uniform, kind of great. Wait, what is this? Salute. Do a crisp salute to sell the uniform disguise. Casual stride while casually tries not to attract attention.
Blend right in.
It's quite the experience.
Howdy, 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 hi, 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 hi. I'm almost finishing Inquisitor storyline, on my way to Voss shortly. Oh, dude, my favorite storyline. Absolutely my favorite storyline. Like, it's my favorite storyline. It's my favorite storyline simply because, like...
What is the meaning of this?
Salute. Hey. Hi, how you doing? How you doing? Walking casually. It's got synth-waving archaeology and underworld trading to 650. Dude, okay, so I've never done, I've never invested a lot in the freaking, what's it called, like the crew skills, and I feel like that's my own gosh darn fault, you know? Like, and, like, I know there's some crazy stuff you can do with some of the crafting stuff. I've never been a crafter in MMOs, but I've seen my friends, invest a lot into crafting and stuff, and I'm like, maybe I should freaking do it. I mean, why not? Like, okay, so if I remember correctly, like
the most expeditious route to your ship. What's your status? I beg your pardon?
Sit tight. She's almost there.
You there. What's your hurry?
Yeah, I'm not in a hurry. Are you in a hurry? I'm not in a hurry. It's a terrible crafting system. I say I say that as a crafter in most MMOs. Is it bad? Like, is SWTORs like a problem? Because I remember everyone talking about how good SWTORs was back in the day. Like, is it worse than? Okay, so I never had fun with WoWs.
Commander, a warning. Your ship is under guard.
Which class do you think is the most interesting to play neutral or opposed alignment of their faction? Hold on, I'll answer that in a sec.
And I can get us to one of the shuttles.
Class season. Sith Inquisitor, really good. Sith Inquisitor, really good to play a light side Inquisitor. Fantastic.
Commander?
Dark side Jedi Knight is pretty cool.
The commander may very well try to reach her ship.
Let me see. I think playing a neutral agent is interesting. Because especially because you have like oh, hi buddy. Oh god, guys. God. Hi. God. Guy. Doc. Okay. Off. Someone clip that. Hi, buddy. No, out. Got to make sure to turn that into a short or something. Light side agent, interesting because of the profession. It's just interesting in general.
Carefully now.
My lord.
I am to deliver a dispatch to Captain Helos.
Listen, mutton chops.
I require a shuttle.
Sweetheart, he came over to me and gave me probably the best clip of my career, and I got to make sure to upload it as a short. Wait.
The shuttle?
Of course, my lord. Proceed to LP3.
Listen, mutton chops. I would think all the Imperial classes would be equal to Sith Inquisitor or Imperial Agent being the most interesting. I don't know. I think like you get more satisfaction out of playing an evil Sith Warrior, because it's just very, very, very in character for like the way the Sith Warrior storyline goes. Do I think playing a light side warrior is interesting? Yes, but I think that dark side warrior is more interesting. Rivik
that it was better off on Odessen.
Okay.
And I believe that was the wrong decision.
No survivor of Sith War, Sith Warrior for the win. Absolutely, dude. Sup, Chibi? Welcome to the chat. Yo, Osina, where does she get off?
Clearance and valid security codes. We should be able to leave without incident.
Where does Osina get off putting a blockade all around Odessin? Where does she get off? That actually unironically makes me mad. That makes me actually furious.
Make the jump to hyperspace before they get a chance to suspect something.
We will pass undetected. Trust me.
Oh, that's... that's so broken! What the hell? Which outside Imperial or Dark Side Republic character do you believe would most likely to sabotage their own factions? Oh! Yeah, it's broken. So broken. Oh boy, that's a good question. I think Inquisitor is definitely least likely. Warrior, somewhere in the middle. Agent, it depends. It really does depend. Dark Side Republic, the Dark Side Republic. I mean, I think seriously, if the Jedi Knight, if you do Dark Side Jedi Knight, definitely enough, and like definitely enough to make him like betray the Republic for sure.
And conveniently at the exact opportune moment. The question is, does he truly have insight on Darth Malgus?
I don't trust Jadis. You can't trust him.
We would be fools to trust Jadis out of hand. We need to understand what he wants.
Yeah,
we get as much as we can from him, and we get out.
He was the master of Imperial intelligence. You can't take him at face value. Dude, like
as this plan is, I do believe that it's the right course.
To quote Iron Man, he's a spy. He's the spy. His secrets have secrets.
Priorities are more amongst themselves than any true threats to the Empire.
Of course, the Dark Council's more worried about themselves. They're worried about losing power. That is like they're afraid. They're afraid of losing power.
They allow fear to control them. That is how empires fall.
Based.
A bold sentiment. One that I imagine many within the Empire currently share.
Absolutely.
We're here.
Oh. Ashley Rule. I think you might be as big of a lore nerd as I think you are. Maybe. I don't know. I just got a feeling, and I'll break it down in a sec. I'll break it down later. I'm going to put down a note so I don't forget.
Most intriguing. These are the exact coordinates Jadis provided.
That ship looks derelict. Why would Jadis lead us here?
I doubt that Jadis would make things simple for us.
Take us in.
SWTOR's crafting system is entirely reliant on your companions. They do everything, and the whole thing for the player is just menus and artificial wait times. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, okay. So here's the thing. Do you know? Like, there's a reason for that, because one of the big things SWTOR. I'll tell you in a sec. Hold on. Okay, so I know why it's like that. In when SWTOR was first like in development, and when everyone was talking about it, was talking about pre-production and everything, one of the big things about it was that you could literally tell your character, send your companions on missions and craft items and stuff and log off, and they would do everything for you while you were offline. Like, that was like a big thing. I remember them talking about it specifically. And I remember, because I never did crafting or anything like that, but I never knew that that was like an issue, that like in other MMOs, like your companions wouldn't craft things and stuff or do stuff for you when you were offline. But that was one of the things SWTOR was like really pushing that you could do with your companions. So I think that's why some of the wait times are a little long, and it's one of the things that I think has just never been adjusted over the 15 years SWTOR's been around. A great counter decision if you do not like crafting or gathering. I agree the light side Inquisitor would be the least likely to betray the Empire, even though mine would, and I would say that the dark side Jedi Knight or the Conservative would at least likely to betray the Republic. Yeah, least likely, but I do think they have it in them.
Signs of an ambush. Regardless, I'm sure we'll manage.
Oh God! All right. Okay, just a rat. All right, well, just a rat. It's just a rat. It's just a bug. But yeah, like as someone, I remember almost all of the freaking advertising for this game back in the day. I was there for every single bit of it. That was one of the things that they like talked about, was like, oh yeah, your companions can do stuff for you offline. You don't have to worry about being here, or being online for every second, or being like, or having to set up like an auto clicker for like AFK getting crafting missions and stuff done. It was just like, oh hey, they'll do everything for you. That was like a big thing.
I'm not certain this is Jadis's ship. It doesn't look like any Imperial design I know.
It's because it's not. Unless it's an old Imperial design. I didn't get a good look at the ship. The cinematic was all...
If this is an ambush, at least we'll have time to prepare.
The ship looks old. Hold on a sec. Oh, this music is making me uncomfortable. Wait a minute. I recognize some of this design. Huh. Maybe I'm imagining things. I don't think it's a trap, at least not yet.
Well, that's quite the show of force.
This is nothing.
Okay. Hi, Jadis. How you doing, buddy? Man, he is dripped out.
To the Enigma.
A fitting name, but I think your ship could use some work.
This ship is a wondrous artifact, but it does not belong to me. It is simply the key to many mysteries I wish to solve.
First, I think it's really just me. I don't see it as a selling point, and I'm not in the gathering crafter. I hated WoW. World of the Draenor.
Follow the trail.
When they had basically the same system. Ah, okay, gotcha.
I don't trust you, and I doubt you feel any differently. But if you have useful information, I'll listen.
I could tell you, but without my cooperation, what I know would do you little good. Our goals are aligned. It is only logical that we should collaborate with one another.
I don't like it when people start saying that.
To stop Heta Kol and break her hidden chain. To thwart Malgus's plans. To bring order to the galaxy. A sequence of events has been set in motion, and you have placed yourself at its core.
Have I?
The version of Darth Null's machine that you destroyed on the Hidden Chain's prison ship was merely a prototype. Heta Kol and her followers have nearly completed a full-scale version of Null's masterpiece.
Okay.
But Malgus intends to wrench it from her grasp, and Heta Kol cannot stop him.
Yeah, she really can't.
This must not come to pass. Malgus must not be allowed to use Null's machine.
Okay.
I know what Null intended to do with her machine, but how is Malgus planning to use it?
To throw the galaxy into chaos and flames.
Malgus is no longer the warrior he was. He is a broken man, obsessed with his own legacy. He's been thwarted, defeated, and caged, maddened by the need for vengeance. All that's left for him is a grand gesture that will burn his name in the stars. So he believes.
And I suppose you alone hold the key to stopping him?
No.
Which gender is best voice to each character in your opinion? For me, it's Jedi Knight male, Jedi Counselor female. Hold on.
Is bound to you. You hold Null's prize creation in your hand, the potential key to all of her masterworks. Each of her designs, including this ship, connected and controlled by the information in the holocron. But in order to use any of them to their maximum effect, the full power of the holocron must be unlocked. Null's machine cannot be mastered without doing so. This is something only you can achieve, here and now.
I'm concerned why he's being so forward with this.
With a lot of important information. Why?
A show of good faith. As I said, our goals are aligned. A shift in power is coming. You have been warned of it, witnessed it numerous times. Null's machine is only a part of it. Good intentions are not enough. The only way to preserve the galaxy is through structure, order, fear.
Okay, you lost me.
But I have the focus. Together, we can do what no one else can. You've come so far, made so many significant decisions to arrive at this crossroads. And
I will not bow to peer pressure.
I trust that you will make the correct decision once more.
Please consider this offer carefully. We are outnumbered and on hostile ground.
Okay. Working with Darth Jadis is going to get me where I want to go. I don't have to stay working with him. Okay, it's not about peer pressure. It's not about peer pressure. It's about being in a tactically disadvantaged situation and living to fight another day. It is more advantageous and smart to work alongside Jadis for now and to get away and do it because I'll have another opportunity later. That's the smart thing to do. So that's what I'm going to go with for right now.
All right, Jadis, I'll go along with your plan. What happens next?
Yeah, what happens next?
My disciples will escort the two of you to the lower levels of the ship. There you will find the means for you to unlock the holocron's full potential.
Okay.
We will speak again afterward.
Hey, listen. I'm playing the long game. I have to play the long game because if I think short-sightedly, it'll get everyone killed, including me. And remember that I have my Lightsiders would work with Jadis, while my Darksiders would refuse Darth Jadis' offer.
Charming.
I don't blame you. It's very sus. That's probably only depending on which alt I'm playing the day. Listen, Layla is smart. Like, I'll explain later.
Let's take a look around. See what we find.
Okay, so Count Drake, to answer your question, Jedi Knight male, really good. Jedi Consular male is okay, but Consular female is better too. Female Republic Trooper, I've got to go with female Trooper. It's Jennifer Hale. It's Jennifer Hale. Although the Jedi Council is Nolan North. It is Nolan North. Smuggler male is fantastic. Inquisitor female is so good. Inquisitor female is so good. Female smuggler, fantastic. I don't really like the male smuggler voice actor. Sith warrior female, so good. Like Sith warrior male goes hard. That voice is so good. It's probably depending on the alts. Like Sith routine, play the game, know when to turn the table if able, absolutely. And like Chibi, think about this. You know Layla. What would Layla do? What would Layla do in this situation? Absolutely a Layla play. Jadis, did you not clean out the ship? I know it's not yours and it's Darth Nulls, but you can at least clean it up. I haven't played all the variations yet, so I'm not sure on this one. Oh, that's cool, dude. By the way, if anyone does want to become a member, we're going to be starting doing members only live streams. You guys get access to videos early before, like play the long game and work within a flip later. Absolutely. And like if you guys do want to join up, you guys get access to videos early. Names at the end of every videos. Every single time I do stuff for members, you guys are the first ones to hear. You can do it for only $1 a month. So that's just an option if anyone does want to become a member. I would say the Inquisitor male and the female V8s. You know what? Like Inquisitor male is really good. I think I'm just partial to the Inquisitor female. And it's weird. I like the consular male voice, even though the character I'm playing it on, it doesn't really match him. And honestly, with the new origin stories, I might remake one of my main characters and redo him with the Jedi Knight storyline, but still keep him as a shadow. All right, what's down here?
Jadis did not seem too keen on making this easy for us.
Yeah, no, he didn't clean up. Both know the maliciousness and arrogance perfectly. Yes, he does. It really does.
The effort to maintain life on a starship this old is astronomical.
I love this choice of music, by the way. I will say this, narrating, this part of the story is slow for me. Oh, okay. I don't mind it when the story slows down, just as long as it doesn't take forever. Because when it takes forever, when I'm trying to hurry up and get through something, is annoying. Here's what I'm hoping. Here's what I'm hoping the answer is, and I get an answer to by the end of this. Why Karshion? What is so important about Karshion that everyone is heading there? Because it can't just be because Naga Sadow's secrets. There has to be a reason to why they're rebuilding Null's machine on Karshion. That is what that's what I'm judging, because I know about Karshion. I know about Karshion. And how does this link to Naga Sadow? Which SWTOR MC has the best VO? Oh boy. Revan, Valkorian, Ashar Zavros, and Eric Jorgen. I love Eric Jorgen's voice actor because I love him in everything else he does. The voice actor for Jorgen is like a real actor. Like he's in a bunch of other things. And every single time they have him back in the booth for SWTOR stuff, I love it. And I don't know a lot of people who would who know what. Huh? What? It, we're okay.
This looks nauseatingly pastoral.
Yeah. I was immediately. I got flashbanged. I was like, what the frick? Dog, why are you eating toilet paper? Sweetheart, do you steal toilet paper? Doc. No. Hey, dog. Okay. What's my goal here? Okay, Jesus Christ. Babu Frick. No, my freaking German soldier is eating like food, is eating toilet paper. Okay, dude. A puggle? Wait. Hold on. Let's let me get a look at these guys. Hold on. I gotta get a closer look at these guys. That design is actually really cool. Huh. You know, that doesn't, you know what? Okay. You know what that thing doesn't do? It's not a porg. It's not just like, hey, let's create something cool for, like, let's create something cool for marketing and stuff like that. Like, those look like actual, like, monsters. That is cool. I will say one of the things that SWTOR and everyone that's been in, everyone, like, at least one thing that these devs are doing correct is that they aren't betraying what Star Wars' aesthetic is. Okay, this place is old. Oh, the KOTOR music. Love it.
I believe we've found somewhere of importance. The question is, what now?
This is the Citadel Station music from KOTOR 2. This is for Telos.
Possible to make them more aggressive. Alterations to the diurnal cycle of the simulation have proven fruitless.
It's Darth Nul.
Assimilation? No. I cannot leave yet. The work here is not done.
What work?
I will prove that the strong will ever dominate the weak.
Okay.
If you wish to stay, you must prove you're strong enough to belong.
So much for a pleasant conversation.
Oh, all right then. They need to fix the cinematic. I'm getting tired of my lightsaber looking off. Oh shoot, I gotta go. My sister needs an emergency babysitter. Alright, dude, take care. Thanks for showing up, dude. I look forward to seeing more of the Paladin. Everyone go subscribe to Darth Valtrax if you guys haven't. The dude does like a SWTOR Paladin series. It's freaking amazing. And it's hilarious. He's like he's like recording like voiceover lines. And he's playing like SWTOR as like doing like the warrior storyline as like a Sith Paladin. It's actually kind of hilarious. Go subscribe to him.
Very well. Perhaps you can be of use to me.
Valtrax, thank you very much for the super chat. Let's go! The force bend to your will too as well, brother. Do I need to come play dad? Do I need to come play dad, babe? Alright. Alright.
An
What is this?
experimental biome. One of
Okay.
many such places Darth Null built to study the nature of life and the Force's influence on it.
Okay.
A protocol. A fragment of Darth Null's experiences from when she was at the height of her Sith power. I was created to assist Darth Null in various research projects where an isolated Sith perspective would prove beneficial.
You seem
Okay.
a bit out of place.
I am currently focused on resolving the flaws present in this biome.
Other than some overly aggressive fauna, this place seems pleasant enough.
Your personal observations have been recorded, but they are inconsequential. It is empirically flawed.
Okay.
This biome was originally inhabited by a diverse mix of beasts, both predator and prey. They existed together with little to no conflict among them, most puzzling. Large herds congregated near peaceful waters, and the predators would not strike. They
Okay.
would not dominate the weak, even if their own spawn went hungry. I have made numerous improvements to the environment in order to rectify these errors, but the response is the same. The predators still fail to eliminate their lessers.
Okay.
They have grown mangy and dim-witted, as likely to attack each other as their natural prey. They have damaged the biome's infrastructure for reasons that do not make sense. No matter my solution, no matter my strategy, the outcome is the same. The predators do not wield their strength, what they were born to do. I do not possess the ability to do so. Perhaps if I
Do I think you do?
it may be that their auditory capabilities are not as keen as I had thought.
She seemed to respond to Null's holocron when you held it. Perhaps, if we ease some of her obsession with this biome, she could tell us about the holocron.
Huh. Alright. Well, that's a thing that... The gain on my mic a little bit, and it went crazy. It should be okay now. Alright. Okay. Gotta fix the experiment, I guess. Jesus Christ. Alright. So wait. Explore the biome of balance. Field sow? It's a pig? Head butter? Okay. What is
I wonder
this?
what the protocol is doing to stir the animals into such a frenzy.
Let's see. Research data pad. 746 research notes balance of balance. Overview. Planes dispositional. homeostatic ecosystem. Herd creature development intent to find a homeostasis, what I once might have called balance, in an ecosystem supported by herd species is the keystone. Variable requirements. Settlement of the herd creature specifically timed to allow these slow lumbering beasts to populate the environment. Introduction of the predators to maintain herd population and keep the numbers optimal, without completely wiping out their own food source. Scavengers to clean the environment and keep it free from parasites and other unfavorable pests. Potential limiting factors: sharing a water source, training guardian beasts, and management of predators. Open sharing a water source. Spinner parameters. This bomb contains one water source that all creatures must share, which could be made inaccessible by overzealous predators. Solution: cultivation of vegetation specimen water lotus. When consumed by the field borers, water lotus release a pollen that induces a sedative-like effect on the biom's predator species. The herd species remain completely unaffected by the pollen and its properties. However, I have discovered that the creatures selected to act as guardians of the herds benefit from exposure to the pollen, particularly through the improvements of the metabolic system. Okay, let's look at the training beasts. Boarheads have been specifically settled to adopt a guardian role within the structure of the herd, but the simple-minded creatures may fail to adapt to any mutually beneficial symbiotic relationship. Solution: development of a training device used to encourage desired behavior among the guardian boarheads. Within just a few cycles, the guardian beasts have learned that the guiding the rest of the herd to the biome's water source, where the water lotus grows in abundance. Hey, psst, out, out. There we go. Grows in abundance will earn beneficial. Okay. Management of predators. Because did we read management of predators? Okay, no, we did. Management of predators was first. Wait, no, it wasn't. Okay. Prolonged exposure to the water lotus pollen and its sedative-like effects poses risk to unacceptably high efficiency of restricted predators' instincts. Candidates of the biome's predators must come from species that can be easily trained, so that as a countermeasure, I may modify behaviors quickly and thoroughly in order to guarantee the genetic inheritance. Construction and installation of the sonic agitators, built for the express purpose of provoking and inciting rage. I cannot overstate my satisfaction with the agitators, or how pleased I am with the results they have yielded. With these devices, I can control the predator's aggression with surgical precision, and damage to their auditory senses is within acceptable limits. Setbacks to immediately be addressed. The cave wampa introduced. There's a cave wampa in here? Jesus. The predator selection cycle has learned the purpose of the device used in the process of training the guardian beasts. Attempts to recover the device from the wampa's lair have failed. The creature has learned that as long as it possesses a training device, it can lure the herd creatures to it, negating its need to hunt. This failed result in the predator selection phase is to be remove the experiment and be destroyed at the earliest opportunity. So I guess there's a wampa in here that has to be. What? Yes. He start. Come get the what? Oh yeah, I got you. Chat. One moment. One moment. There we go. All right. Okay. All right. Restore the biome-balanced ecosystem. Identify the cause of the predators. Yeah. So what? There's a wampa in a cave somewhere. So wait, if I'm here. Yes. Cave. Joyce Romer, thank you very much again for the super chat. May the force be with you. Did you see Mandalorian Grogu yet? I have not. And I have not decided whether or not I'm going to invest money into seeing it. Like legitimately, if I like I don't want to say oh gosh. Listen, I don't want to spend my own money and going to see it. And Disney has yet to. I don't trust Disney, and I don't want to give them any money. I refuse to reward them, even though there are things that I probably do pay for that do at a certain point put money in Disney's pockets. I refuse to. Out. I refuse to do anything that will directly give them money. So if I get an opportunity to go where I won't have to pay, I will absolutely go see it. But I am not spending my own money. I am not spending my own money to go see Mandalorian Grogu. Unless the wife really wants to go see Mandalorian Grogu in theaters, I will absolutely do it. That's not the group of mobs I wanted to attack. All right, well, it's gonna have to be what it is. Mandalorian Grogu, so listen, season 3 of Mandalorian was so bad, and like it was like visual popcorn. It was visually stimulating from like a purely aesthetic standpoint, but like the story for me didn't hit. And then after the Acolyte, bro, like the less said about that show, the better. You know, Star Wars has done a lot of damage to my trust. Until I see like some evidence that they are actually trying to not be garbage and decide to actually treat Star Wars with the respect that it deserves, it's really hard for me to want to spend money on it. I've heard from various people, and at least 2 people that I trust, that from according to what I read, there should be a Wampa in here, correct? Or am I missing a step? Identify the cause of the predator's distress. It's probably the stupid things on the wall, right? Like, there's like those big things on the wall. I talk about like these sonic things. Yeah.
Without these disruptors, hopefully she won't be able to drive the beasts to madness.
What are you doing? Cease your interference!
Okay, there's more. There's more around the entire thing. Or is there just 2? I think there's just 2.
She is certainly no friend to those predators. They look quite unwell.
Yeah. I saw those things in the background, and I was just like, that has something to do with this. I know it does. Oh, okay. There's one specifically over there. Bro, I love the fake trees.
No.
Extract the pollen. Okay, yeah. So how come Jadis couldn't come and do this himself again? Bro, clean up your thing. I mean, can't be that hard. Treat the guardian beasts. Alright, awesome. Back up to the plateau, which is up this way. Sorry, my dog is being a nuisance. All right, gotcha. Inject. He's too lazy? Absolutely. Like I hesitate to feel he's testing us. If he turns around and he's just like, bro, like, oh, here's a test. I'm like, bro, did you give me a freaking test? I'm too quick for him. Yeah, my stupid tripod back. Oh, sorry, guys. No. Smash my finger. Dog was annoying the wife so bad. She's got like she's so angry. Lovely dog, but he has a problem. He's picking up everything. He just got one of my slips. Make him come this way. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, the illusion is broken. Oh no. Oh no. I'm a sham. I'm a fraud.
These are socks, but they're his socks.
Yeah. Out. Out. I'm a fraud. I'm a sham. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. All right, now you can look at me. Deja vu.
I don't understand.
You don't understand, huh? So I actually I have this content idea. I'm trying to get off the ground because there are a bunch of hey, yeah, cave wampa. There so for those of you who don't know, I run a Star Wars RPG game, but it's set in the Old Republic. I have had this desire for the longest time to get a series of like SWTOR content creators, or just like a bunch of like SWTOR players that have like YouTube channels and stuff like that, and run a SWTOR themed campaign like with them. I would love to do that. Lead the guardian beasts to the herd. And the guardian beasts are the ones up here. Is this the right thing? Okay, wait. Yeah, that sounds great. Okay, yeah, it sounds freaking, like, awesome, right? Like, I would love to do that. Okay, wait, so that was correct. Okay, I'm telling him to go this way. Okay, that's correct. I want to make sure there wasn't, like, a step I was missing. But yeah, I would love to freaking do that. I already have like a campaign idea of what I would want to do and everything. Like this, like I have stories and like hooks that I really want to do, and tying it into the Old Republic as a whole would be sick. And like just like this, I already have like NPCs and like maps and stuff like that already in my head of what I would want to do.
This has certainly been an eventful day.
Lead the herd to the watering hole. Okay, so where's the hole? Okay, so not a valid target. Ow. He tried to run away with my green screen, sweetheart. He tried to run away with the clips that are holding the green screen. Okay. But yeah, like I already have like it planned out. I've been like, because I've been running the game since like 2018, and I am he's always grabbing something. He literally wants anything that's going to infuriate us at a time. Rivix, you're in the way. Gotcha. Where's the other one? Isn't there another herd somewhere? You got it, babe? Okay. Where's the other one? Okay, so that's 4 out of 5.
I must report my findings.
Oh, okay. It just wasn't counting them right. All right, sweet. Yeah, let's go. This is a slowdown, but at least it's gameplay. I mean, like, yeah, like I kind of like the variety. It doesn't feel too frustrating or anything like that. So, I mean, I'm kind of for this.
An unexpected conclusion. Aggression, when not properly focused, can lead to weakness rather than strength. Specific circumstances, including the symbiotic relationship of environmental factors, must be taken into account. Curious. My analysis is complete. I will take these findings, along with my data from the previous biome, to the Enigma's mainframe. If there is any other information I can impart, say so now. Otherwise, you may begin the
Yeah, give me
process to
answers.
upload this protocol to the mainframe. I will return to the mainframe.
If suitable
conditions are met, I will commence protocol synchronization.
There's another
Will you be
biome.
able to assist us in reaching it?
I cannot. I do not possess the necessary level of integration with the ship's framework. From here, I can only go to the Enigma's mainframe.
Hey, I bought in my Twitch chat. Yeah, get out. Yeah, get out of my chat. Jesus Christ. All right. What can you tell me about the
Its
holocron?
primary function is to serve as a repository
for
of all
Darth
Null's knowledge. However, its functionality is limited in its current state. At the moment, I am incapable of expressing more than this.
Of course you are.
Harmony is death. Without conflict, there is no growth, no advancement. The strong prey on the weak, and the strong become stronger, but so do the weak. They are forced to adapt and improve, or risk annihilation. They are forced to pursue their fullest potential, as all life should.
Okay. Begin upload process. All right. On to the next. I'm trying to, I've been trying to crystallize my thoughts on 7.0 as a whole. We got off to a really rocky start. I want to say 7.0, we've been dealing with the fallout of 7.0 since my marriage. I got married that year. In fact, I remember getting married and
is fascinating. Much wisdom could be gained from an external perspective of your work.
I remember getting married and going on my honeymoon and but no, before I went on my honeymoon, making a video about the announcement of 7.0, and then at the same time
But I fail to see the point in this.
Okay, oh boy. Destiny announced Witch Queen 2, and I was coming out the same week as SWTOR 7.0, and I was like, oh god, it's gonna be busy.
Most useful. May the Force serve you well.
Oh god, it's official Lucasfilm music. Don't copyright strike me.
Let's see what we can find.
That was official like Star Wars movie music, and I swear to god, YouTube comes after your butthole when you have that kind of stuff in there. It's actually a problem.
These biomes. It's amazing they're still intact.
Oh my gosh. I just got a DM from a friend. Hey sweetheart, you want to go see Mandalorian and Grogu Monday at 7 p.m.? You do? Jess got us tickets. What happened? What was the last thing I said? I didn't catch it. Very. I'll tell her. I'll send her thanks from both of us. So, maybe I'll do a Mandalorian and Grogu review on the channel. I've heard things, but I don't know anything about what actually happened. Someone offered me a spoiler, and I was just like, I don't want a spoiler. I'm already dealing with the Destiny situation, and I hate it. So I don't need any more. I don't need things that are going to give me negative emotions. Because he said it was going to boil my blood, and I was just like, I'm not down. I don't want to hear it. I've been sad and angry since Friday. No, I've been sad and angry since Thursday. By the way, guys, for supporting the channel and stuff like that, every single, like, right now, my next goal is to just get a better PC for better streaming content and stuff like that. So if you guys want to help out, that's where all this money's going. That's where all the money's going. That, and I am planning on getting a new microphone and paying someone to give me to make some emotes. I don't know for sure yet, though. I might wait on the emotes. I might just wait on the emotes, because like getting the PC is more important than just having emotes. Oh, Tucatas? Okay. All right. What? Okay, I can only imagine. Excuse me? Did it just pull me with the force? Thank you, Rivix.
Somewhat
all right.
An improvement, I think. Very reminiscent of the deep valleys of Dromund Curse.
Rivix, of course, you'd be okay with this. Am I full up on tech fragments? No, I'm not full up on tech fragments. In fact, I need tech fragments. All right. Gotcha. All right. Okay. What do you got for us? I gotta say, they probably paid a lot for Noel's voice actor, because I know the same chick that does Karlach in Baldur's Gate.
Seems promising.
I know the voice actor for Darth Rivix is Devram Kay from Destiny. Spooky base, yep.
1,000 pardons, but I cannot return until balance is restored.
How courteous. This is wholly unexpected after our last encounter.
Balance? What do you mean?
Perhaps
this is her Jedi side.
Type of containment program would work. If I simply ensure that the next design is more stringent.
So one of them is probably the embodiment of her Jedi side, and the other one is probably the embodiment of her Sith side.
I don't understand. Was she referring to the two of us?
Oh boy.
I think she was talking about them.
They're big and scary! So wait, what are these? They're Nyalakit? I've never heard of these. Did they create a new Star Wars animal for this? Because if they did, that's poggers. I'm wondering what kind of lore I can dig out of the Enigma and all of this stuff, because I bet there's a decent amount. I just have to go looking for it. I know it's probably no like lore objects or anything like that, but I bet I could find something.
No. Mindless brutality is not the way to restore order. You are an impediment to my progress. I suppose you were. No matter. My predicament remains. I am Renaya, Master of the Jedi Order, Defender of Peace.
This is her this is her Jedi side.
Of knowledge.
That was Darth Null, before she became a Sith, wasn't it? With fewer fancy titles, of course.
I am not a Sith. I am a research protocol created from Master Renaya's memories, designed for the study of Jedi philosophy and psychology. My current research task is restoring the ecosystem of this disharmonious place. It has proved quite challenging.
A very optimistic assessment of your progress here.
In spite of my efforts to separate various species into compatible subbiomes, creatures that should be safe and content, if not thriving, are instead suffering.
Yeah.
Plants overgrow their bounds and choke what is beyond. Bodies of water that were once full of egg clutches now spawn nothing. Prey and predator alike languish and decay. Instead of bringing protection and purpose to this ecosystem, my efforts to apply structure have only strengthened the chaos.
I feel like Ashley and the writing team, you guys really like Darth Kreia, don't you? Not that that's a bad thing. I mean, I love Kreia too. I just really hope the answer isn't Kreia was right, because the whole point of KOTOR 2 was that Kreia was wrong. But, you know, too early to say anything. Too early to say anything. Though I do really feel like sometimes I feel like people get the completely wrong idea about Kreia and what she was all about. But this does seem like, hey, this seems freaking like I like what's going on. I like I like what is kind of being told here about Null. This is great.
I have not interfered with anything. The creatures are still free to pursue their instincts, except those which might harm the biome's other inhabitants.
Bro, you got to catch up on the story. You don't know who Kreia is? Have you not played KOTOR 2?
Increase the durability of the force field by at least 200%.
This is charmingly familiar. I'm sure if we help solve her grievances, she will go to the mainframe as well.
I was looking if her race was extinct at the time of the EU movies.
This
whose species? Kreia or Null's? Null is a human, right? Like, I'm not crazy, right? Null is a human. Like, I'm not crazy. At least I hope.
Typical Jedi, thinking they can control the uncontrollable.
I don't think he should be talking trash. 7 research notes. Ferocity. All right. Intent to construct a natural hierarchy and emphasize the essence of predation and its indispensability in the cycles of death. Inclusion of small organisms, secondary function, consistent food source, primary function, crucial element of maintaining the vegetation and combating overgrowth. Introduction of moderately aggressive species, instigated into challenging more dominant species in order to develop their strengths. Identify predators with the potential to be forced into lower hierarchical rankings should they fail to consistently improve themselves or adapt to changes. Hierarchy of predators, okay. To construct... oh, sorry. The biome must be consistent. Isn't she Mariluka? I don't think she is. I think she's human. I don't know. I never got the vibe that she was Mariluka. I thought she was straight up humans. She was straight up human. The biome must be in a consistent state of fluctuation and transformation. Stagnation of one group will produce catastrophic consequences for the entirety of the ecosystem. If one link fails, so does the entire chain. Synthesis and engineering of genetic traits for every species that invariably attract the attention of predators and stimulate their need for consumption. The glow emitted by the newest strain of fungi now transfers to the mature insects once they've consumed it. It is a remarkable development to see the very thing that tempted these insects into consuming their prey then become a target upon their own bodies. The marsh maw are unable to resist their instinctual drive to feed when they catch sight of that glow. Okay. The very nature of the biome's design and purpose is too dangerous for me to physically take readings, make adjustments, or perform necessary maintenance. Several of my acolytes had volunteered to assume the responsibility of these tasks in my stead. 2 of my assistants perished while attempting to conduct their own studies, while another was lost in a gully while collecting samples. The introduction of their remains to the biome's hierarchy has added a fascinating, unforeseen element to the experiment. Lab assistant droids have been deployed within the biome. Necessary scavenging. 3 tons of biome's environment provided optimal growth conditions. Oh, I can move this. For a rare fungi poisonous to many in the hierarchy's creatures that thrive during the purification of organic remains. Introduction of scavenger species that survive by consuming this particular strain of fungi. The slither bats have sufficiently curtailed the uncontrollable spread of the toxic fungi, which was growing at such a rate that the hierarchy's evolutionary capabilities could not have prevented a total failure of the ecosystem. I have introduced an additional predator species to maintain the unanticipated variable presented by the slither bat's population, as well as provided additional food source for the apex creatures, replacing the cicada that were contaminated by sharpening their tusks and marking their territory on trees where the fungi grows. Huh. I was looking at the Mirror Luca were extinct before the time of the prequels. I think they might have been. I don't know. I've never actually looked into it. It would be a trip if they were. I mean, why the heck would they be extinct? Unless something was going after killing them. That'd be an interesting story. Ah, yes. Oh. Deactivate the containment system. I have a feeling the other one is over here somewhere. Hi, Tukata. Or not. Maybe my instincts are wrong. Let's not get too close. I will say this. This stuff is interesting. I like Darth Null as a character. And I like that, like, there's some storytelling where they're, investigating the light side, dark side dichotomy because of what happened in KOTOR 2. But see, the thing about it is, remember, KOTOR 2 happens after this, and they're not extinct in SWTOR. I mean, KOTOR 2 happens before this, and they're not extinct in SWTOR. I know that what happened on Qatar definitely probably did a lot of damage to the race. But there's Mirror Luca running around in this game. Although, wait, have we seen Mirror Luca NPCs? Have there been Mirror Luca NPCs in this game? I actually can't remember if there ever has been.
What are you doing? I cannot allow you to endanger this environment.
Pull the plants in the lagoon. Pull plants in the lagoon. There's you know, like even if they were like they might be gone in like Legends. I doubt if anyone's even mentioned the Mirror Luca in like Disney canon, because I don't think anyone on Disney's writing team even knows what a Mirror Luca is. I don't trust anyone on Lucasfilm's writing team, story group, whatever they friggin' are. I trust no one. And see, the thing about it is, like, okay, I don't remember if there was NPC of them in this game other than the player character. That's a, like, if there is only the player character that could be a Muraluka, that'd be interesting. You want to hear? Okay, so here's a crazy thing. I don't trust Dave Filoni that much, for one reason. I don't know if anyone else has seen the clip of Sam Witwer where he basically like proved that Dave, like, no, he don't want to say he proved anything, because proof sounds like it was like he was like a goal or something like that. But during the production of Clone Wars, they had Sam Witwer come in to voice the son, or something like that, and Dave was under, like, in the writers and Dave, they literally thought that Shmi and Padme had never met, and Sam Witwer was like, that's not correct. Like, they had dinner together. I'm just like, how do you not know that? How do you forget that? They had dinner together. Shmi literally sat at the table with freaking... What is happening? Shmi sat at the dinner table with Padme. And I don't know how you forget that. Clear toxic fungus from the trees. But Dave Filoni didn't remember that. But Sam Witwer did. That's all I'm saying. Sam Witwer knew. And, like, I'm sorry, I saw those clips. I saw, like, I didn't want to say clips. I didn't see clips, but I did see the images of him showing up to record. Him showing up to record for Maul Shadowlord, and he showed up wearing, like, Darth Maul face paint, and I'm like, bro, that is the most fanboy thing you could freaking do. And that alone deserves so much respect. That alone. The man is dedicated. Oof. Felt a little sick there for a minute. Oh, there's the other one. Yeah, go ahead and get that one, little droid. I wonder if I'm gonna have to go fight. Do you think it like this cave or something like that? I probably will. I was already like, when that other one, I was just like, there's gonna be a Wampa. I'm gonna have to fight a Wampa. Okay, there's one more somewhere. Ah, there it is. It is too far away. It is too far away. I really hope Ryloth, that when it comes to SWTOR, is going to be amazing.
But what I created was stagnation. My analysis is complete. Please return to me.
I really hope Ryloth is good. I want it to be so good, man. Like, especially because, like, unironically, okay, so there is no, like, concrete lore in this era of the Old Republic for Ryloth. There's a lot of stuff that happens thousands of years before it. Like in like 10,000.
The biome's natural balance.
Oh, you don't like the ones? I thought the ones were sick.
Through your efforts. Inflexible concepts of order forced upon any society or system may harm more than they help. I have much to process.
Yes, you do.
occupied with my experiments, someone attempted to access the Enigma's files. Numerous times.
What?
Do you mean Jadis?
That name is not found in any of the records I can access. I must return to the Enigma's mainframe with my findings and ensure that nothing has been tampered with. If you have need of further information, ask. Otherwise, you are free to begin the process to upload this protocol to the mainframe.
What can you tell me about the holocron?
Is to serve as a repository of all knowledge its creator possesses. However, its functionality is limited in its current state. That is all I am capable of expressing on this topic.
I hate you.
My purpose is not to determine whether a task is achievable. My purpose is to determine ways to bring order and balance where there is none. The weak need protection, just as the strong need control and regulation. Unchecked, they grow beyond their means. They spread chaos.
Okay, all right. Get out of here. Upload. Uplink terminal in the annex. Okay. All right. This was significantly easier than the other one. Well, at least not as tedious. This one was like very straightforward. There is so like I do want to say like the SWTOR storyline that they're going into now. Karjian is like such a thing we know so little about. So the fact that they're investing time into going into like deeper SWTOR lore is great. And Ryloth is another decision in that kind of like decision making process that I really enjoy, because there isn't a lot to know about Ryloth at this time. Besides the fact that the Twi'leks are selling their own kind into slavery.
May the Force be with you.
That was certainly an experience. If you enjoy the company of delightfully unhinged holo projections.
I do, Rivix. Door.
I get the feeling we're not quite finished with our task. Let's see if there's anything in there that could unlock the holocron for Jadis.
I wanted to say to stay ground. I wanted it to stay grounded without anything too extreme. Here's the thing, though, like that still felt relatively grounded, because it was just like, this is one of those things where it's just like, oh hey, this is something that's way too like, it's just like, oh, it's so big that it's so big that the characters involved can't understand it to its extent. And I thought it was cool, but I understand what you're saying about it.
They're going to tear the ship apart!
Look there, on the main console.
We must hurry!
Well, at least they're not trying to attack us.
It appears the holocron's connection will take some time to resolve. Unfortunate.
Oh god, don't turn to me.
It seems even the ship's systems wish to impede our effort.
Let them try.
Oh boy.
I must cleanse the rot!
Tell you what, this is kind of cheating, having like playing a character with like 30 range. And you just sit there and attack from 30 meters. A little bit of a cheat. They said they're going to be doing like new abilities and stuff like that for the next, like for 8.0. I'm excited to see what they do, especially because the level cap is increasing to 85. Like, I really wish they would just be like, oh, hey, it's going to 90. Five increments of 5, a little annoying. but it's not like super big, like a super big deal. I don't know. Would you? I mean, like me personally, like going at like just being like, I want to go back. I want to go back to paying out of the box for expansions. Like I remember, so I remember paying outright for Rise of the Hutt Cartel and Shadow of Revan. And if they literally would go out and be like, oh hey, we're gonna create a couple of systems to keep the game engaging for the next 2 years, and we're going to do like some good updates to like and make sure we keep the events in rotation, stuff like that. We're gonna go make a big box expansion, and it's gonna cost $30 to $40, maybe $50. I would not be mad. I'd be like, yes, do that, and give us a nice big box expansion. Like, am I the only one that would want that? I'm trying to learn how to tank and heal and tank. Oh yeah, that's hard. Learning how to heal. I don't know if I could ever tank. Oh god, here come the elves. I don't know why I'm standing there. I'd be down for that. Yeah, I know, right? Like it's just like, oh hey, we're gonna take 2 years off. We're gonna create a big expansion. It's gonna have like it's gonna have like 5 new flashpoints, 2 new raids, like a massive planet, and we're going from level 85 to 100. Or like 85 to or like in this example, like imagine they did it when it's like, hey, we're gonna go from 90 to 100. We're gonna have a big raid with like 3 bosses, and we're gonna have a raid layer that's gonna be repeatable for different rewards and stuff like that. Like I'd be so down for that. Get out of here. Get out of here. Gotcha. Get out of here. I wanted to save the Slitherbat. Okay. I wasn't around for that. Oh, you weren't around for like Shadow of Revan and like Rise of the Hutt Cartel? So like Rise of the Hutt Cartel gave us like a so here's the crazy thing about Rise of the Hutt Cartel. Here's the crazy thing. So Rise of the Hutt Cartel was a huge expansion. Unironically, it was a lot of people will talk trash on it, but I think a lot of people who talk trash about Rise of the Hutt Cartel don't actually understand what we got. Let me tell you what we got. We got Makeb. We got Makeb as a new location. Makeb had its own layer boss. Makeb got its own layer boss, which is Taboro's Courtyard. You can actually still go see it today. So and then after that, not only did we get that, we got Galactic Starfighter as a patch. So which came with Kuat drive yards. Which came with Kuat drive yards and Galactic Starfighter and all that fun stuff. We also got, now here's the thing, we also got CZ-198. We had an entire patch that was focused on Zerka. And Zerka, that Zerka area had 2 flashpoints in it as well.
I'm not strong enough. There is no balance without conflict.
We got 2 flashpoints in that. And then we got the Dread War. Dread War was like a whole new planet with a storyline in there, a whole new daily area, and 2 raids. And then we got the Shadow of Revan Prelude stuff, which had 3 flashpoints in it as well, which led up to Shadow of Revan. There was so much stuff in Rise of the Hutt Cartel. In fact, we got more than 3 raids, because I think we got a bunch of different raids that were all leading up to Dread Palace and Dread Fortress. There was so much. So if they want to go deep under and do something like that, I'd be so there for it.
Data merge complete. Hello, I am Darth Null's personality matrix, ready to assist in your research efforts.
Hey, Darth Null.
What was all that? What happened to the other protocol, the Jedi?
It is here, along with its Sith counterpart.
Oh, hi.
Put simply, I am Null. Her memories, her experiences, her knowledge, from all stages of her life, now contained within this holocron. Null believed that by fragmenting the contradictory parts of her being, she could better understand the nature of the galaxy, of the Force, and of herself. And now the inquiry is finally complete. It will take some time to process the collected data. Unfortunately, it appears the prolonged absence of Darth Null herself has created many unforeseen conditions on this ship.
Yeah.
So we've noticed.
Jadis mentioned unlocking the holocron's full power. What does that mean?
Darth Jadis. I'm unfamiliar with that name. I would be unable to compile probable interpretations of his words with any certainty. However, I may provide a suitable estimation. The holocron's personality matrix is active. With its completion, it is possible to command any of Darth Null's creations as you see fit.
Including Darth Null's machine?
While I am now a complete repository of Null's knowledge, I cannot control Null's creations myself.
Okay.
But with her knowledge, I can assist the user in operating the machine to its complete capabilities.
Oh, okay. So they need
designed the machine
gotcha.
with a singular intention: to alert billions of sentients to their connection with the Force, whether it had been forgotten or simply never known at all. The holocron enables the machine's operation, but my functionality enhances it. With my assistance, the user can direct a message to all those in the known galaxy with a connection to the Force.
I think, yeah, she might be a Miraluka.
Those who receive the message would have the opportunity to explore their relationship with the Force, free to develop it as they wished, empowered to discover their own strength without the false dogmas that have plagued 1,000 generations.
Everyone free to decide how to use their own abilities. Free to make their own choice. Think about all the people this could help.
The machine neither provides nor offers help. It only grants the tools necessary to help oneself to whoever is willing to listen. Reaching as many inhabitants of the galaxy as possible requires strategic positioning of the machine. Darth Null built her machine on Elom.
Okay.
Perplexing. My data logs indicate that the holocron was disconnected from the machine sometime within the last of Elom's solar cycles.
Yeah, that was busy.
Malgus destroyed that machine, along with.
That was back in 7.0.
If operating the machine located on Elom is impossible, a planet in close proximity will do. Based on my current knowledge of the galaxy, Kashyyyn is an ideal substitute, with a high probability of success.
You have played your part well. A rare commodity.
Okay. Really? Right now?
Kashyyyn is where the Hidden Chain have come so very close to completing Null's machine. I am pleased to hear my efforts have not been wasted. With the final component complete, your role in this endeavor has come to an end. You will relinquish the holocron to me.
Yes, there was a real look in the Jedi Knight games.
What are you saying? We were supposed to work together.
So we did. and you had the potential to be a worthy addition to my followers. But it is only my vision that Null's machine will carry forward. You will give the holocron to me. All the power and skill at your disposal, and you still fail to recognize the real threat.
Yeah, the real threat's you. Where's Rivix? I knew it! I knew it! I didn't trust Dark Pretty Boy! I freaking knew it!
What's happening?
No!
A simple task. Accomplished in order to secure his role in the galaxy to come.
I knew it!
I really apologize for the ruse. I know this will be of little comfort, but
I swear to God. I never trusted Dark Pretty Boy!
So closely with Asina, it's clear that her grip on the Empire is tenuous. The galaxy is poised to follow a stronger leader. This is the smart choice.
After so many impossible victories, how do you find defeat?
This isn't over.
I'm afraid it is.
No, it's not. Darth Pretty Boy. I never trusted him. I'm like, you're too nice. Yeah. Hey there, first time chatter here. What's up, Purple Fish? How you doing, buddy? Welcome to the chat. Okay. All right. All right. What the frick is happening? How about me? I'm all right. I'm enjoying 7.0, 7.8. I know I'm probably getting really close to the end. Okay, am I gonna have to fight Rivix?
I know where real power lies, and it isn't with you. It was never with you.
All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Freaking Darth Pretty Boy. Yeah. You're mine. You're mine. You're mine, and I hate you. I never trusted you. Oh, he's gone? All right, well. I just finished the storyline on my story arc. Do you know when 7.9 comes out? Out. Stop. Out.
This was inevitable.
Out.
Every part.
As far as we know, at the end of May. We don't know we don't know specifically when it comes out.
Own destruction.
Oh, hey, Sahar.
I almost lost my brother because of you.
You know, I didn't do jack.
Nothing.
It wasn't because of me. You're stupid. I didn't do jack. You're dumb. Here's the thing. This is kind of great because they are making you feel powerful, having to deal with all this stuff. I like it. Where are you? I knew it.
Stop, Jadis!
Putting in you against jutsu.
You and your allies will witness my ultimate triumph. You cannot stop it.
Hi, Theron. Yeah, like, no, what's the thing that freaking Darkseid does? The Omega Sanctum, where it's like you just die over and over and over again. It's freaking.
You saw you to us.
Oh, shut up, dumb hoe.
Oh, look. You fell for someone else's lies. You were blind then. You're blind now.
This isn't real. This isn't real.
No, it's not. Yeah, whatever. I'll leave it alone. Need a new keyboard? I recommend the Corsair K70 Mark II. It's my favorite keyboard. It's what I have.
Please respond. Blast it, are you there?
Is that Henri? Yeah, that was Major Henri. I'm coming, boo. I hope I get to kill Darth Pretty Boy in 7.9. He's dead. I'm putting him in a box. He's going in a box on a t-shirt. Connecting him to the Will's Wi-Fi. He's going down. That's right. Rip it off. Oh, decompressing it. All right.
I'm here. Don't you dare let go.
Henri! How you doing, girl? I'm so happy to see Major Henri. Yeah!
I knew that fraud was up to something. But this? Can't help but wonder how long he'd been plotting his little dereliction, or how no one saw it coming. Malgus, Jadis, now Rivix. Why can't these Sith just play their stupid games somewhere else and leave the rest of us in peace?
Oh, because reasons.
Major, we need you to... Oh, good. She's found you. Well done, Major. It seems your instincts were correct. Your absence from Odessen was discovered. I don't know how, but the Dark Council are very unhappy about it.
Of course they're very unhappy about it.
We need to gather our forces and prepare for battle. Contact Jakaya. We'll need the Mandalorians as well.
Where are we headed?
Kashyyyk.
Understood. See you soon.
So, to Kashyyyk then. to another Sith trying to put the rest of us under his boot. We've all got enough on our plates without the people in charge always looking for new ways to flip the table.
Yeah.
Or to betray the Empire, in Rivik's case.
The current system obviously isn't working. It's time to do away with it. Find a new direction.
Even if that means you go down too.
I didn't say that, but something must change.
Sorry. Listen to me. Going on like this, when you've been dealing with the worst of it.
Hey, your feelings matter.
Your concerns are understandable, Major. Just don't let them consume you.
You're right, my lord.
Seems very impersonal. She's a good friend.
Sit tight. I'll get us back safe.
Not gonna lie, if I was on one of my alts, I'd probably romance Major Andre. Oh, hey, Hedicole.
You assured me that she was not necessary for the new machine to work. So tell me, why is it not working?
Field Marshal!
Well. You romanced her? Listen, my my Sith Inquisitor is married to freaking Andronicus Revel. I ran out portraying my pirate hubby.
I only see one traitor in chains. My most trusted Hibir, how you have fallen. You dare come to me still on your feet after you so spectacularly failed in your duty. So much was taken from me because of your inadequacy.
Oof.
Why would you think I would want to see your face again?
I have served you. Served your cause without question. No one has been as loyal to you as I have.
Ow.
I don't need loyalty.
Ow.
I need victory. Parjai, anything less is meaningless. I thought you understood that, Rickon, but it seems that I was mistaken. Your sister has warped your sense of priority, and you, weak-willed and soft, failed to resist it. Despite your failings, Null's machine, the one that will bring us victory,
I know, right?
is nearly complete. Once I have the dead Sith's holocron back, you will have your only chance to prove that you are worth your place in the hidden chain. The place I have given you.
Yeah, you're regretting it, aren't you? Is it me or do those blasters look really big? Like, those blasters look like Nerf guns.
Field Marshal, are you prepared to accept my offer?
All right. Yeah, it was Malgus.
It's time to end this.
Join the dark side. Don't bow to her. Absolutely. So, like, okay. Like, you know how cool it is to see Malgus and, freaking, oh my god, Shay working together again? It's so freaking cool. Like, I love it. Because, like, it just reminds me of, like, the freaking Deceive cinematic and everything. It's just like the fact that they took that story element and let us see it, like, and let us see it in the game is actually really freaking cool. All right, what's this one? Storage crates. I actually do like those. Cold storage supplies. All right, that's it, guys. I completed 7.8. We're literally like, we're waiting for 7.9 now. Unironic poggers. All right, so 7.8. I really liked it. I thought it was 7.8 was fantastic. There was some cool gameplay stuff. There was interesting I mean, like, of course combat is just like combat, but you know, but there was the stuff on Noel's ship on the Enigma was actually pretty cool. Like Rivix betraying you. I'm not gonna sit here and say I predicted it, but I just never trusted him, just because I just never trusted Rivix. Not even for any like particular reason. I just like someone who's a Sith but is like clearly that nice. And clearly that nice is automatically suspicious to me in general. Who's clearly like on the bad guy side, but like he's just like, hey, I'm a nice guy. I'm practical. I'm just like, no, you're not.
How can I help you?
No, you're not. I don't blame you.
Until
It's like I don't
next
trust you. But I'm looking forward to 7.9. And you know what? Okay, so like before we go on to the lore thing, here's what I am going to do, because the last part of the stream, last hour is gonna be dedicated to lore breakdown, and it's going to be from a certain perspective. Because I have a whole thing about well, I'll just wait. But give me about 5 minutes or so. Go to the bathroom and we will be right back. Hold on. And where'd it go? All right, I will be back. All right, boys, I'm back. All right, I'm back. So wait, hold on. We were going to wait, because there was like when I can't remember, because there was supposed to be a thing about 7.9. Like, hold on. Alright. Yeah. Alright, so hold on, wait. There was something on the official SWTOR YouTube channel, I believe. Like a short. I can't remember if they actually talked. I can't remember if they talked about like the release date or not. Hold on. Let's go to the fleet while we look at this. All right. For the record, they completely bit my style. Absolutely ripped me off.
Hello and welcome to the 7.9 Legacy. Hello and welcome to the 7.9 Legacy Reborn livestream recap.
Okay.
All eyes are on Karshion for the final confrontation between Darth Jadis, Darth Malgus, Shae Vizsla, Hedda Cole, and the Hidden Chain.
We've made a variety of quality of life improvements to the wreckage on Dantooine.
Now these changes are based off of player feedback, but be sure to check the patch notes when they go live so that you know exactly what's going to be improved.
We've also improved the user experience for companions that become ineligible for story.
PvP Season 10, Honor in Battle, will be arriving with 7.9
Yeah.
Nar Shaddaa Nightlife is coming back, and it will begin June 30th.
With new rewards to earn.
We also showed off a lot of Cartel Market offerings, and some of those are inspired by Star Wars, The Mandalorian, and Grogu. There's also more coming at launch, so be sure to tune in.
Available on both SWTOR.com and Steam, we have a new Master the Fight bundle available for a limited time. Coming later this year in Game Update 791, we have Galactic Season 11, Light and Shadow.
Just like with Season 10, there are a lot of rewards that you can earn that were previously available for players, and there's a lot of new rewards that can be earned once the update goes live.
But don't forget, you can jump in right now and play Galactic Season 10.
If you haven't read it yet, we do have a spring update on DirectX 12. Be sure to check it out on SWTOR.com.
We had our first look at the 8.0 feature list.
And that includes a level cap increase to 85,
the new era of the SWTOR storyline,
combat changes and new abilities,
as well as a new gearing system.
But wait, there's more.
8.0 will also include a 3-boss operation that will be launching in story and veteran mode.
And we're very excited to announce that 8.0 will also have a new planet. You'll be going to the Twi'lek homeworld of Ryloth, which will be explorable with dynamic encounters.
Of course, there is more to be announced, so you're just gonna have to watch the next live stream for more details.
And of course, we're in the middle of our Star Wars Day celebration, and that means we have a double XP event, a variety of Cartel Market sales, and a login and subscriber reward all going on until May 22nd.
So there's a lot of cool things happening in Legacy Reborn, including maybe the possibility of playing as different perspectives.
Wait. Are you saying that you can play as...
You'll just have to play the finale to find out.
To learn all of the details from the 7.9 livestream, head to SWTOR.com for the full recap article.
Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.
May the Force be with you.
And may the Force be with you.
7.8 Legacy Reborn is coming late May 2026. So it's coming this month. And they said late May. It's already pretty late. It is already pretty late, and it's not here. And it's not here yet. I mean, like, it's like I mean, late is relative, I guess. Also, so because we're all going to go into the lore thing, there is this.
Once the stronghold of self-proclaimed Dark Lord of the Sith, Naga Sadow, the icy moon of Karshion was the site of powerful deception. chilling experiments, and astounding feats of Sith sorcery. After eliminating his most influential rivals, SWTOR set his sights on conquering the galaxy. But after failing to lead the old Sith Empire to victory against the Republic, SWTOR abandoned his holdings, leaving Karchion dormant for hundreds of years. Until Darth Jadis orchestrated the reconstruction of Darth Nul's most devastating invention, a machine capable of changing the galaxy forever.
All right, so that's where we are with lore. And there was not a lot to be gleaned in this new thing, besides the fact that Darth Nul, if the Emperor knew of her, she would have to be really old. If she was intimate enough to where the Emperor knew of her and all she was doing and on the Ignima and stuff like that, she has to be old. Yes, dog? That! No! What? No! What? No. What? Is it what, son? Son, no. Out. You out. Go. Out. Out. He's got no sense of presence, man. He's always trying to do something. Always. So, hold on. Where the frick am I? Oh, okay, yeah, I'm still on the shuttle. There we go. All right. Okay, so it's 7.9. There's 7.9 Karchion. Karchion is a... So first of all, what we are going to discuss is where it's going to be. And hold on. There we go. So I dug into so many maps trying to locate everything. And not only locate everything, because okay, so one of the most important things is that it said, and like Darth Nul built her device on Elam because it hold on, 1 second. Hello. So, as we know, Karchion is located in the Stygian caldera, along with the rest of the planets inside of Sith space. Karchion is located inside the Stygian caldera, along with the rest of the planets we know of located inside of Sith space. Excuse me. Now, Stygian caldera is really the origin of the Sith as an entire culture. We all know of Korriban, which is the home planet of the Sith race, as well as the birthplace of the Sith Order, outside of the events of the Second Great Schism. This is where the original Sith Lords were exiled to. The original Sith Empire encompassed almost everything inside of the Stygian caldera. This includes planets like Dromund Kaas, Bajoran, Ziost, Aethys, which all of us know of these planets in the era we are during the Great Galactic, and during and after the time of the Great Galactic War and the First and Second Galactic War. Pardon me. What we definitely know about Karchion is that Karchion is a moon that orbits the planet Cardelba, in the eastern section of the Stygian caldera area of Sith space. If this is true, if it's true that Elam is also in this area, I do not believe it is on this map. It is not, and it's not on this one either, and neither is Thule. But we know that Elam is very, very close in this area of the Stygian caldera. And if galactic proximity is, a specific area is needed for Darth Nul's device to work, then what is so special about this location? Because if we look at it on a galaxy map, which if we look at it on a galaxy map, we know that all of that is around here. And Elam is right out in, if according to this, Elam is just outside of the Stygian caldera, where the rest of the Sith worlds are, which means Cardelba and Karchion would be somewhere around here. What is so important about this section of space to the point where she had to build her machine here for it to be effective on a galactic scale? I theorize it has something to do with maybe the Dragon's Tail hyperspace lane. Otherwise, we would have to assume that simply Darth Nul was nostalgic or perhaps sentimental about this area of space. But there has to be a reason as to why this location is necessary for her machine to work. it is interesting that, of course, it is interesting that not only is that everyone is converging on this specific section of the galaxy, and of course we're all doing this because Darth Null's machine is dangerous and it threatens to upend the galaxy. But we still don't know why this location is important. There is something to be noted about Karshion as a whole, is that Naga Sadow used Karshion as not only it was a staging ground for his invasion force that he had been building for years. And it was also where he performed a lot of Sith sorcery there, which means whatever we encounter there is probably going to be steeped deeply in that. Could that have something to do with the reason why Karshion is so important? But that raises the question, Elam had nothing to do with Naga Sadow. But we also don't know what Darth Null was doing on Elam. We do know she was a scientist, much like Naga Sadow, but we don't know exactly what Null was doing on Elam in the first place. All of the stuff there seems like she was definitely a scientist, but not particularly focused on Sith magic and Sith sorcery like Naga Sadow was. So what would be the purpose of using Karshion instead of just trying to rebuild on Elam? If Elam is the location is so important to the function of the machine, why not simply rebuild the one that was on Elam? Do we think that it could be... I definitely don't believe it's sentimental. Perhaps there's something more about Elam that we can look into. Let's see. Let's see. Conquest by the Empire. Imperial forces. Nope, that's not it. Sometime before the Great Galactic War, Sith Lord Darth Null, the reconstituted Sith Empire, built a temple on this world housing many of her creations. It was later abandoned, and all records and all were stripped from Imperial records by the time of the Third Galactic War, which is where we are now. During the Cold War, cave paintings were discovered along suggesting that contact between the planet's two sentient species occurred earlier than those recorded. The Galactic Republic made first contact with the element in 120 BB. Okay, so that has nothing to do with now. And this is the same. This is the same planet, and it does say it's located in the same section of the galaxy that everything else on the galaxy map says it's recorded. This is around Gridmark. There was a high quality one. Someone did this a year ago. Is this our... No, that says M. telling you, it is very difficult to find consistent maps. Perhaps... Did I keep one? I'm pretty sure. Let me check the archives. Trying to break down and find all of the maps and find all the information that they could be pulling from is very difficult and interesting. Oh, excuse me. This is not the correct map. I swear I had all of them pulled up, and now I cannot find them. But there is a lot of history inside the Stygian caldera. This is where the Sith Empire originally just began to grow. This is where everything for the Sith completely began. Nothing for a while up until the Great Hyperspace War. This was the Sith Empire grew in complete secret because of the nebula they were hiding in, or believe it's a series of anomalies that kept anyone from figuring out that the Sith Empire was growing inside the Stygian caldera. And the only reason the Republic knew anything about it was because of the Daragons. The Daragons accidentally ended up on Korriban. And then eventually, Jory Daragon made it back to the Republic just as Naga Sadow was about to start the Great Hyperspace War. And once the Hyperspace War had started and they had the Sith were pushed back, that is when everything inside the Stygian caldera became kind of to be explored. Although the Republic did not know of almost anything outside of Korriban. They did not discover any of the planets. And after the Great Hyperspace War, that is when we know of when Vitiate, after the war was defeated, after Naga Sadow was defeated, he fled to Yavin 4. That is when Vitiate took what was left of the Sith Empire to Drummond Koss, and he began to build the reconstituted Sith Empire in secret. So, as far as everyone knows, these planets have not been touched. So, Jadis, Null, Hedakol, and Malgus will be the first people to set foot on Karshian in about 1,000 years. I believe a little bit longer than 1,000 years. Which is interesting to say the least. I have a feeling that there's probably going to be some things left over there that perhaps Vitiate even knew Because there was no way that Vitiate didn't know, or I guess we can call him Tenebrae, did not know that Carcion and Cardelba did not exist. There's no way he didn't. And if that was the case, if he didn't, I don't believe Tenebrae knew about Null's thing on Elam. It did say she hid it there. Let's see. Darth Null had a temple on the remote outer rim planet of Elam. At some point, a relic created by was covered by the Jedi Order and stored in a vault in the Jedi Enclave on Dantooine. Malgus had theorized that with Darth Null's culling that she must have had more than one location to house her inventions, aside from the temple on Elam. The Emperor was able to create more children who used to infiltrate the Galactic Republic. Hazel Donovan could theorize that Null's erasure from history had been done intentionally by either the Dark Council or by the Emperor himself, with the latter case being confirmed. So we do know that the Sith Emperor is responsible for erasing Null from the galactic record. Through unknown means, managed to learn not only about the existence of Null, but her role as the mother of the children, as well as her unique inventions, which Malgus sought for his own plans. Malgus began his plans with looting Null's relic from the Jedi Enclave on Dantooine, before traveling to Null's temple on Elam to locate a holocron which could be used to find unworthy, quote-unquote, Force-sensitive children. Malgus was subsequently defeated by a member of the Eternal Alliance and the Jedi Order, and he secretly left the holocron to be found by the Jedi Sahar Katin. Here is my question. Why the Enclave on Dantooine? And if this happened so far back, there's only a few Jedi who might even know that that was there. I want to know who was involved in putting Null's holocron there, because that means the Jedi knew. Let's see. Also, yes, Darth Null is a Miraluka. Centuries before Great Galactic War, Spider ranked she rounds an easiness from the Jedi, many due to her unorthodox beliefs regarding the Force, especially her belief that anyone could feel the Force and deserve to be trained to use it. And I was able to locate other Force sensitive using unknown technique involving mental connections, which not only earned the praise of several Jedi Knights, Padawans, and even a member of the Jedi Council, but also suspicions from the rest of the Jedi Order. This distrust eventually prompted the Council to expel Renaya and her followers from the Order, with the purpose of not allowing her ideas to continue, having deemed them to be dangerous. The interesting thing is we do not have a timeline for this. So we do not know if this was the result of the Council of Dantooine that is responsible for Revan's downfall, as well as Kreia. This does seem like something that they would have done, but since we don't know exactly around the time this happened, we cannot be sure. I would assume that this council was involved. That's my theory. My theory is that the Council of the Dantooine Enclave, namely the ones that were responsible for training Force users on Dantooine that we've seen in Master Vandar, Master Vrook. I believe this has the fingerprints of their doing all over it. Much like the Sith of the era, or much like the Sith in the era before them, who were hiding in the Stygian caldera, were hiding out of fear. These Jedi Council members acted out of fear of things that they did not understand. So, what do you do when you don't understand something and you're afraid of it? You exile it. Which is something that they have done multiple times. Multiple times they have done this. Former Jedi Master and adepts were free to experiment with their own philosophy of the Force, and Renaya taught her disciples how to create Force bonds. Through mental connections forged with other Force sensitives throughout the galaxy, they recruited new adepts and invited them to join their wild space sanctuary. Unfortunately, Renaya later mistakenly made contact with the Sith Emperor Vitiate through the Force, which she found that she could not withstand the Emperor's formidable power to dominate minds, and ended with Renaya and her followers being pursued, captured, and enslaved. So, this is the result of her reaching out through the Force with the Force bond, making contact with the Sith Emperor, and paying the price for it. This is interesting because at this point he is being referred to as the Sith Emperor, but not saying that it's Vitiate. Well, obviously it is, because Tenebrae would be he would be Vitiate at this point, and accidentally reaching out and touching the Emperor. It's very unfortunate for her. She seems like she had a very strong mind and did not bow to the dogma of the Jedi, which is admirable. It's too bad she wasn't more cautious. Although, it is common for passionate and bright minds to throw caution to the wind. This is very, very interesting to break down. The Council of Dantooine, I seriously do believe that this is their doing. And for those of you who don't know, oh, yes. Yes, here we go. I am referring to this council. As those who are students of galactic history will be intimately aware with the Jedi Bastila Shan, as well as Master Vandar and Master Vrook Lamar. They are very responsible for the fall of Revan, as well as the fall of Alec. And this would be considered the perfect amount of time to separate them and put them on the same timeline along the same path as Renaya. So their actions could have completely led to this situation. Because we know that the Sith Emperor was out there building up the reconstituted Sith Empire on Dromund Kaas. If she was in wild space and reaching out through the Force and was detected by the Emperor around the around the time of the Jedi Civil War, this timeline could match up. I will be crafting a theory to present at the next archive stream. This is giving me a lot to think about. Yes, they did. Revan's fall was completely their fault. No one can convince me otherwise. No one can convince me otherwise that Revan's fall is not their fault. All right. So, live lore breakdown. That was fun. Like I'm not even kidding. Like I really enjoyed the live lore doing a live lore breakdown. Some immense fun. And like being like I want to like doing Eros live on stream. That's it's fun. I'm going to do it more. Hold on. So, we have other things to discuss. So, hold on. Why do you think so? Because Vandar was the one that had the vision of the Jedi falling in the galaxy being embroiled in a war. And Vandar is the one that was like, "Oh, this war is the Mandalorian war, therefore we cannot send Jedi to fight." But he was really having a vision of the Great Galactic War, so everyone performed actions based on that vision. Also, they allowed Atris on the council, and she is the one that instituted the Jedi can't get married rule, which, as we know, has consequences later on down the road. Anakin Skywalker would like to know Atris's location. As well as they were responsible for Kreia, because they lashed out at Kreia because she was one of Revan's teachers and punished her for that. And also, again, they messed up by exiling Mitra Surik after she activated the mass shadow generator. And then, when given the opportunity to realize what they did wrong, instead they decided to completely cut her off from the Force again. So, and then, oh, and I'm sorry, they also didn't know that Atris was a bad guy and she was orchestrating her own fall to the dark side, and then sent everyone to Qatar and then leaked the information to Nihilus so he can eat the entire planet, including almost the remainder of the Jedi Order on that planet. Yeah. Council of Dantooine is the worst Jedi Council in history. The worst. No one can convince me otherwise. Like, seriously. Like, I wish I could summon more hate for them, but I can't. I already thought they were bad, and then what ultimately convinced me was Stupendous Wave did a whole thing. Yeah, they are the big villains, especially in the KOTOR comics. Yes, because, and I'm sorry, who let Master Varuk on the council? Who gave that angry raisin a seat? Like, seriously. Angry Raisin Man. Who gave Angry Raisin Man a seat on the council? I will never understand that. Who thought it was okay? Unacceptable. So, hold on, because we have some things to talk about. Really quick. Because this has been on my mind for 2 days. And sorry, little hiccup. Little hiccup. My bad. Oof. All right. All right, we're back. So, what we need to talk about. So, Bungie's ending support for Destiny 2. And for the last 2 days, I've been a mixture of like sad and angry. Destiny didn't deserve this. The game has so much potential, and then not only that, all it takes is for someone to not be a douchebag and invest in it. But like I can barely so my initial feelings were just sadness at first. It was complete and utter sadness. And what you're seeing is me pulling up my notes, because I took notes. But and after the news just marinated, it's just like I'm realizing the reason why. It was like I'm thinking about the reason why it happened, and it is all Bungie's fault. And more specifically, I believe seriously, Pete Parsons. Pete Parsons is like the worst thing to happen to Destiny. He is the whole reason why they're even in this situation to begin with. He is the one that sold Destiny or sold Bungie as a whole to Sony for them to invest in. And I think that it is nuts what he did. And because there's no way they were ever going to live up to it. And we could talk about the internals of the studio at another time. Because we know how Western developers are right now. And it is also Bungie's fault for doing that. Western developers, this is definitely a result of them making their bed and now they have to lay in it. It is just so freaking sad. But it's their fault, man. Like Bungie, you can't have a company valued at $3.6 billion. They were bought for that much. You get a $3.6 billion investment and lose nearly $1 billion since the purchase. $700-something million was how much value they lost. They were really evaluated down to $700-something million. They lost $700-something million. That's huge. And that is all because of Bungie's stupid mismanagement. And here's the thing, I guarantee, this is what I think happened, and those of you in the Discord already know what my initial thoughts was. Sony this is one of two ways it happened. Sony either did this, walked in and told Bungie to kill it, like they mandated Bungie to kill it, or Sony walked in and gave Bungie a choice, and they decided to kill Destiny. Just stop supporting Destiny for Marathon. And we'll get to how I feel about Marathon and stuff later on. And it's sad because Destiny's not going away, but it still feels, it hurts because this is still an ending. And I think it feels worse because it's not just an ending. It's not a natural ending. If they had ended support at the end of Final Shape, it would be fine. But this feels like a killing, a sacrifice, and not just that, an unrighteous one. like this. All right, there we go. But it feels like an unrighteous killing. Like it's just like they offered Bungie up on a pyre to Sony just to save Marathon. And here's the like what's it's like, oh, the real sad thing is that Destiny had more players. It has more players than Marathon right now. There are more people playing Destiny than Marathon. So why are they killing it? And to the Marathon fans out there, I understand that you guys exist. I understand that you guys like Marathon a lot. I get it. I really do. I really get the fact that you guys really like Marathon. Good for you. And I'm not even saying that like a good for you in like an FU kind of way. I'm seriously. I mean that. I hope you guys are okay. I hope you guys enjoy it and keep enjoying Marathon. But you need to understand the only reason that you even have a game, the only reason you even have Marathon, the only reason Marathon exists is because Bungie built the foundation. Destiny built the foundation. Destiny built the foundation that Marathon is sitting on. And this is going to and if this doesn't happen, fine, it's an absolute L. It's an absolute L for me, and I will take the L. But I guarantee Marathon won't be around in another 8 months. It's not going to be around. It's like there aren't enough players for it. Now, here's the thing, the sure thing, and I'd stake everything I own on this. If they were to start working on a Destiny 3, if they were to announce a Destiny 3, people would show up for it, and people would show up for a Destiny 3, even if they announced it today and said, hey, it's going to be a few years off. People would show up for it. No one's going to show up for a new Marathon thing. No one cares. I'm sorry. I'm just keeping it 100. But how I feel doesn't matter. How any of us feel doesn't really matter. Because at this point, we're just shouting into a void at a corporation who only sees numbers on a sheet and doesn't give an F about how the players are feeling. That's just like that. That's just a fact. And Sony is notorious for just like garbage, like horrible management of their studios. Of course, it's the crazy thing because it's like they'll give all the time to single player games to do whatever they got to do, but like for some reason their multiplayer stuff, they're just like, oh no, if you don't give them instant profit or instant things, it's whatever. Sony's bad at their job. But Destiny 2 is an amazing game, man. It's been part of my life for so many years. I remember when it was announced, and my buddy Chris, he is like, oh, hey, you should come play the Destiny Alpha. It's going to be free this weekend. I remember playing it for the first time and not understanding it, but really, really loving it. It's a pain. I would not even be a raider if it wasn't for Destiny. Vault of Glass got me into raiding. And then the only reason I even touched raids in any other MMO I've ever played is because of Destiny. Destiny gave me more friends. Like, SWTOR gave me a guild and stuff like that, but Destiny brought me and my friends more together than SWTOR did. And that's big. Destiny was something I shared with my friend who died. Honestly, I'm just happy he's not here to see this. Because I think he would be just as upset. Just Destiny was just like my first for a lot of things. And I loved the world. I loved the story. It just sucks to see it go, man. Really does suck to see it go. Destiny means a lot to me. It really does. And, you know, we put so much of ourselves in games that we play. And I put a lot of energy and stuff into Destiny for so long. It is still like my second most played game on my Steam library. I think I have something like 1,500, 1,700 hours in it. And anyone who says it's just a game, it's not just a game. And games do more for us than what people can even imagine. It gives us a community. It gives us this like no one judges you when they see you in a game. They judge you on whether or not you're good or not. But that's all that matters. And games save us. And I could safely say that Destiny saved me multiple times. I'm just happy they didn't wait till the June update to announce that they're shutting down, because that would have been worse. But now I can go into June knowing that this is it. And if this is it, I'm going to suck every bit of joy I can out of Destiny before it's gone. I don't know if I'll be able to stream it, but I'll be there for it. And I want everyone else to be here for it too. I will be showing up to show Sony and whoever's in charge, whoever's making the decisions, because I don't know who is. I can only assume. But I'll be showing up to share and to show that Destiny is more than just a bunch of numbers on a spreadsheet and an earnings statement. And I encourage everyone else to be there too. I'm going to milk every second of it. Anyway. That's it for me. That's it for me on the whole Destiny situation. Whew. Emotional. Very emotional for me. I don't know. I guess there's really just nothing else for me to say about it. Anyway. It's going to be the stream for tonight, guys. I want to thank everyone for showing up. You guys are fantastic. Thanks for coming along on like the lore video. The lore breakdown. That was fun. I'm going to make that a regular segment. I've got wanting to do it for like the longest time too, so I'm super stoked to do that as like a constant like returning segment, like unironically. And I haven't taken the time to work on a video this week, but keep an eye out on the channel for a video, because I have some thoughts about where SWTOR is right now, Believe it or not, a lot of positive, and believe it or not, like I tell people all the time, like this is probably the best time to get back into SWTOR. I would say if you've been gone for a minute, definitely come back. Yeah, that's really it. Anyway, guys, that's the end of the stream for today. For everyone that came in and did like super chats and stuff like that, I love you guys. Thank you for choosing to support me. Your money is well earned, and the fact that you choose to share even a portion of it with me is fantastic, and I love that. You guys have a fantastic day, and remember, never trust a hut. Always save the blue Tealix. Retortion me, and may the Force serve you well.